let's see. Who's here? Gemini, Naima, Darte, Latasha, Honey S, Verla, Cyclone, Vern, Trucker, Tasha, Kirk, Demetria. Happy birthday. Say she just celebrated her birthday. Christopher, Malik, Ill Wills, RCH, Antoine, Ill Wills, Severa, J Rackle, In My Zone, so we here live. Slime Doll, see you. Let's got some comments that Jada Pinkett made. But hopefully y'all went and saw the videos I produced today. One in particular was the one I did about WAC 100 and Mike Tyson. Make sure y'all go and check that out. What's going on, Samuel? You know, that video, it kind of meshes with the situation with the baby, you know, confronting a troll. People got to understand, man, when you talk all this shit on social media, I seen you, True. I think I shouted you out. When you talk all this shit on social media, right? I think I seen Gemini too. You got to understand that maybe one day you're going to run into that person you've been trolling. Like, I see these people talk shit in these videos, or they get on Google Hangouts and they talk real cash big shit, or they're in, you know, comment sections talking tough. But one day somebody's going to confront you that you didn't think will confront you. So people need to stop acting tough on social media when you know you're not about that. Because you're going to meet somebody that's going to be looking to tear your head off. Now, you know, social media back and forths, it does get attention. It highlights it. You know, Tekashi 6ix9ine showed y'all that beefing will get you attention. You know, what's going on, TSK? It will get you attention. It will push you forward. It will get people knowing about you. You know? But it can get bad. What's going on, Gemini? 605. You know, a couple Geminis. You know, people got to stop putting themselves in situations to get exposed, you know? Yeah, the baby situation, I don't know, that was weird. That whole situation was weird. Yeah, dude laid out in his underwear. I done seen a parody video on that. Because, see, beefing helps people. It helps the person that may not have the bigger following than you. Now people know who that person is. You've given them that attention. What's going on, James? Torian, what's good? Make sure y'all like the stream. We're going to get into this article from People Magazine. It's the only article I can really find her speaking about this. But, you know, Jada is not the famous one in the marriage. And I think that bothers her because right around the time they met, even before that, you know, Jada was doing her own thing as an actress, right? She was getting roles in this, that, and third. But once she married Will, her career took a couple back steps, you know? And I think that has bothered her, you know, underneath the surface, you know? I think underneath the surface, that bothered her, you know? And let's see. So the 47-year-old actress opened up about struggling with her ego on Monday's Red Table Talk, in which she admitted she wasn't the nicest person to be around when her other side came out. I've done some very unloving things to people that I love because of my fear and my ego, she told her daughter Willow Smith. Because once my ego kicks in, we in trouble. That Jada baby, she ain't cute. And what is it with women can be crazy, but men can't? Like, if a man admitted that he was crazy and that he would go off on people and hurt people, feelings or this, that, and third, like, would he get this big of a pass? I can only imagine Will having to be married to this woman while trying to have a career at the same time, because you have a wife who is low-key envious of you, you know, who wants her own identity, you know. That plays a part into it. Yeah, it's two different people. Two different, she's one person, but two different people. You know what I'm saying? And she's basically saying I'm bipolar without really even saying she's bipolar. Imagine having to deal with that when you come home from shooting movies all summer. You know? What's going on, Unique? You know? Let's see. Pinkett added, she's a vicious one and she's mean. Even in my pain, I've had to learn to be more open, more honest, more vulnerable, not go to the space of ego and lay it down. She said, Will and I had a conversation recently that love and fear are fraternal twins. Anytime you're trying to find love on a deep level, you'll come against the vicious face of fear. What exactly is the fear? Is it the fear that you're going to do something to mess it up? Is it the fear that you're going to get left? Right, what exactly is the fear? In February, the actress revealed she and the Aladdin actor had to undergo a deterioration in their marriage that involved letting go of the fantasies they wanted in their marriage. Let me tell you, nobody talks about the sacrifice, the deterioration, and the dissolving of fantasies, she said of her more than 2 decades long marriage. You're right. Having your mind, you're perfect. You're the perfect woman. And when you find that woman, she's going to be a goddess to you. We fall in love with the goddess or the god within that person. Then when we actually meet the human being, then we got to learn how to love that one. So you saw yourself as a goddess. It has some elements of Aisha Curry. What's going on, Marie? She posted this on, I just seen this yesterday, but this does have shades of Aisha Curry. And that's what I thought about when I saw this. I'm saying to myself, you know, Aisha's been crying out for attention, crying out for her own identity. You know, she loves Steph, don't get me wrong, but she wants to have the same level of success. She wants to have, you know, groupies of her own. She wants people to be coming up to her, wanting her to take pictures with them. You know, it seemed like that's what she wants. And because her and Jada don't necessarily have that, because especially men, we respect a woman's boundaries. We're not going to pursue a woman's attention, especially if she's with her dude, you know? But I think that when you have, again, a woman with an ego, like Jada is admitting to having, she's admitting to having an ego. She doesn't understand that. She doesn't understand that, dudes are not going to be aggressive when it comes to pursuing her, trying to take pictures with her, trying to get her attention. And because of her ego, because I believe Aisha Curry has an ego too, they still don't care about that, you know. They still want the same level of appreciation, so to speak. They want the same level of appreciation. The reason why it is so important to me to be able to stick it out is to really get to the true meaning of love. In my opinion, it is unconditional. She continued, it has to be because we are all too flawed. No matter how much work we do, it never ends. And that's why I tell women all the time, why do you seriously want to be married? Why do you want to be married? Like, it takes a lot. You know, marriage isn't a marathon. I mean, it's not a sprint. You know, it's a full-on marathon. Like, it takes a while to get going. It takes a while to sustain, man. Ask any couple who's been married for a long period of time. You know, I think women like the getting engaged part, the planning the wedding part, you know, then the having the wedding, the honeymoon. They like all that. But once that is over and reality sets in that you're tied to this person, that's when things tend to go downhill. Shout out to Ill Wills. If it wasn't for Will, Jada would have been the original Jada Fire. Wink, wink. You brothers know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Hey, she was a connoisseur of X-rated content. So it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if she would have followed that same path, because I have a feeling that she would have. You know, you know, especially because I think one thing Will did was he showed her a different side of life. Like, you know, you can clean yourself up, you can have a family. You don't have to go through whatever it is you're going through. You got me, you know what I'm saying? And Will met her at a high point in his career that continued on, you know? And I think that for the most part, you know, we really have to look at the way society is set up today. The only type of women that's judged for being unmarried are women who sleep around with other women's men, women who have multiple children out of wedlock. Those are the women that are judged. I don't think women who are single and let's say that they're young, let's say they're in their 20s or 30s and they have a career. I think the single women that get judged usually are women who either have out of wedlock children or they're women who are known for sleeping around. What's going on, Esri? You know, those are the women that are judged. Women who are going about their business, you know, those women aren't being judged. Shout out to Real Virtues, says Roxy Reynolds, Jada Fire. And that's according to Real Virtues, because I think he knows a thing or two about the X-rated arts. You know? All women aren't judged, but I think everybody's judged, you know? It doesn't matter whether you're male or female, everybody's judged. Men don't care. I think men, for the most part, don't care about being judged. They don't. That's why you don't see us overreacting to everything. But you will see women overreact to everything because they care about being judged. They care about what everybody else says. That's the problem. Just like when I posted the video today about Bow Wow and what he said about IG Models, the post that he put up, there was a lot of women bothered by that. The Shade Room reposted it for a reason, because they wanted women to go in. But what was interesting was that there were women actually agreeing with him, which was good to see. Women, some of you women are waking up. It's a very small minority of you, but at least some of y'all are waking up. At least some of y'all are waking up. Okay? Like the stream, people. But yeah, but us as men, we're so used to being judged and ridiculed and criticized. We just go along with whatever it is, not go along, but we just go and live our life. We're not really caring whether you feel this way about us or this way about. Now, I will say there are males who have gotten very much emotional. I've seen the emotional side of some of these dudes. So I'm not saying that all men are able to ignore the heavy amounts of criticism that comes our way. because there are over emotional, highly sensitive males out there. You know? So we know that that's going on. Shout out to Rose Scarlet Jasmine. Cashmere found a simp and okay. Okay. Now, when it comes to older, mature women, they have a perspective. They have a perspective that a lot of young women need to listen to. Because we can say that Jada Pinkett-Smith is crazy, or she might be a bit bipolar. She might, just be set in her ways a bit. But she can offer a lot of guidance to a lot of you young women who may make the same mistakes that she made. So I can understand that. But, you need to recognize, Jada, that you might be a little bipolar. You saying that you got this bad side of you. That's bipolarism. That's what that is. I think you need to be treated. I really think that, not only should therapy be used, but I think you might need to be treated. Because you're saying that you have this dark passenger in you. Anybody who's seen this TV show Dexter knows what I'm saying when I'm speaking about dark passenger. You're basically saying you have a dark passenger. And if that's true, Jada, you need to get a little more extensive help than what's going on right now. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you could offer some really good advice. You stuck it out in your marriage for a long time. Okay? So a lot of these women who are aspiring to get married, they need to hear from you and other women who are married. Stop taking marriage advice from women who can't keep a man. Okay? Because there's a lot of those women out there. And I'm not talking about some dude they sleep with once or twice a week, that they only see once or twice a week. Only see them on the weekends. What's going on, Medley? Don't get advice from women that they see the dude that they're with only twice a week. And they got every excuse in the book why they only see him twice a week. Take it from women like Jada, because she's going to tell you the good and the bad. Because, again, she's a very honest woman. And that's what women need. They need complete honesty. Shout out to everybody that's here. So people in the chat, hey, that's be honest. But, the show isn't about porn, people. But I am going to open up the phone lines because I don't want to do too much talking tonight. So I'm going to let y'all call in. Shout out to Robert Mueller for making an idiot of himself. You see, I don't even have to read about the news conference to know that guy and his whole investigation was a joke. Only these delusional Democrats really thought that they had a snowball's chance in hell of getting Trump impeached. And all Robert Mueller did was make his investigation look fraudulent. The American people are going to see through that. Okay? Just give me like a minute or two to get this thing going. To get the phone lines up going. Let's see. Shout out to Real Virtues again. Jay, I believe there's a large section of black women who are mentally ill, just not diagnosed. Just look at who's still in these churches. That's a very interesting point, Real Virtues. And I said it. There are black women out there who need they need mental evaluations. They need treatment. They definitely need treatment. And I think that comes with what we've seen these women reacting like. When you see women out here bleaching their skin and walking around in blonde wigs and weaves and getting their nose cut up, there's a problem there. Okay? There's a problem there, Mentally, something is going on. It's like the inner white girl wants to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually what's in the inside of us will manifest outwardly. That's why you see so many effeminate men. You know, they used to dress one way, but now because it's popular, now you see how they truly are. You know? But overall, the black community has a whole bunch of mentally unstable people. I mean, when I see the way black men act towards each other every day on social media, how these niggas will stalk other dudes, how they will continuously like look for another man's attention, that's mental instability, especially from dudes. I've seen dudes with more obsessive personalities than love-struck women. Something's wrong there, people. Something is wrong there. Males should not be more obsessive than women, but we see that different. You know, it's a different time. It's a different time, and we're seeing just how culture has American culture. I'm not saying black. I'm saying American culture has changed as far as the women being boosted up and put on this feminist pedestal. You know. Like the stream too, everybody who's coming in here late or later. I mean, the stream's only been on for like 30 minutes. All right. Let me get this phone line going so y'all can call in, damn it. Keep the phone calls as brief as you can. I may have to cut people off. Don't take it personal. Just understand I got to give people an opportunity to. Wesley said Cory Booker calling for impeachment with his moist ass. Yeah, he's hella moist. He's DNC moist. They're getting sew-ins and wearing skinny jeans. I know about the skinny jeans, but I'm not sure about the sew-ins. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. What's going on, Vern85? Shout out to everybody here supporting the content. Appreciate it. Make sure that y'all are sharing and liking these streams and these videos. You know. We might have some shy people today. But we can talk about Jada, or we can talk about women setting their ways with egos. Have you dealt with a woman with an ego? Or if you're a woman and you want to give a story about being in a situation where you felt like you messed up. You had a big ego. You know? Things may have been good, but you had that dark passenger inside you. I don't know if they sewing in beards, Marie. But dudes is getting the fake beards too. I don't know how, man. My facial hair grows extremely fast. Live with Jada Black, what's good? You gonna have to call back in. That call dropped for whatever reason. Yeah, that call dropped. But we have a lot of mental instability going on. And you look at the way we treat each other as a people, it can very well just show you why these relationships don't work. Okay. All right, you're live.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
You on live. What's going on?
This is Jada Black.
Yes, it's Jada Black.
Hello, how you doing, man?
What's good, Rose Scholar, lover of Asian women? What's good with you?
She's right here next to me. Kristen, come over here.
Yeah, put on the phone, man, because you've been teasing her calling.
No, she doesn't want to talk tonight. Well, listen, what I want to say, man, she's a little pissed at me tonight. Well, yeah, she's a little pissed at me tonight.
Uh-oh.
But listen, she's mad at me. You want to say hi to Jada Black? Say hi. Listen, okay. So, Jay, I love your show. You need to tell these moderators to raise up off of me, man.
Nah, man. No. Hey, man. Come on, man. I can't, man. Come on. Them my mods, man. They not doing that to you, man. Now, you know you can't just say, yeah, you know you can't just say anything in the chat, right?
I know, but listen, man. You know, I pay to play.
I know. Listen, nobody's timing you out when you super chat unless you're just saying something just crazy out the side of the left field. Then that'll be on me. It won't be on the mods. It'll be on me. I'll make that call.
But it's free speech.
I know it's free speech. I know it's free speech. I'll let you ride on a lot of shit, man.
Okay, if I get my ass in here, she wants to hear what I'm saying. Say hi to Jess.
What's going on? What's going on, Miss Rose Scholar? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing today? So yeah, you know this topic you're talking about with these black women being mentally ill is very true. You know, I just went through a situation with a family member. We found out she's mentally ill, 36 years old. You know, and what I find interesting is that these women are the most educated demographic in this country, but still can't get can't go for a mental evaluation.
Yeah, well, that's why I've spoken on black women needing mental evaluation.
But the thing is, Jay, also too, if you look what they major, most of them major in psychology and social work.
Yeah, there's a female YouTuber who majored in psychology, who be talking cash shit about black men. You know, she majored in psychology. Yeah. I ain't gonna say no names, but yeah.
Yeah, they know how to fix everyone but themselves, huh, brother?
That's how it seems at times, man.
Yeah, man. Anyway, I'm just calling to say hi, man. Kristen, you want to say hi? Just say hi.
What's going on, man?
She said hello. She's
all right.
Playing video game.
Okay,
all right. I'm going to get back on the live stream, man. Take care, bro. Thanks for picking up.
All right, Rose Scholar. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Rose Scholar, man. Hey, man, don't call me about the mods, man. I let Rogue ride on that because Rogue, he donates, he supports in the chat, but don't listen, anybody outside this, don't call here about the moderators because you will get hang up on, okay? They moderators for a reason because they can handle themselves, okay? They know how to handle the chat, okay? But shout out to Rogue and his wife. Salute to them. But yeah, man, I think a lot of us could use evaluations. Why not? Let's say ain't nobody there. What up? Okay, you're live with Jada Black. What's good?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, man?
I'm on Jada Black, man.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
What's good, man? This your favorite, you know what I'm saying? This Anthony, man, what's good?
What's good, Anthony?
I know you remember me, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I ain't seen you in the chat, man. What's good?
I've just been chilling, man, training, man. But like I said, man, taking your advice, taking, all the other red pill brothers' advice in the chat. In 2 days, man, we going to England, man. We about to go over there, man. Fuck some hoes, man. Act crazy. You feel me? Pump and dump. You feel me? Act ignorant.
Hey, be careful over there internationally, man.
I already know, but like I said, man, hey, man, just showing big love out there, man. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm out here exposing the swirlers. I'm out here doing my things. I'm out here, like I said, but I got these women, but I got my tires slashed 4 times. You feel me? I got these women saying this and saying that. But all I wanted was some ass, and I got it. So it's a fair exchange, baby. You don't hate the player.
As long as what's going on is 2 consenting adults, it is, it is what it is.
Yes, like I said, Jada Black, man, I love you, man, I love your show, man. Hey, I'm that man. You
All
feel
right.
me?
All right.
Tonight, I'm going out. I'm saying,
Okay.
I can food tonight. You
All
feel
right.
me? And like I
Okay.
said, bro, yeah, you feel me? Hey, I'm a loose cannon, but I'm feeling like Ric Flair. Woo!
Woo! All right, bro.
All right, Jada
Have a
Black.
good time out there, man. I'll talk to you on the next show. Whenever you call in, all right?
All right.
He shout out to Anthony. He said he's overseas getting it in, man. I ain't mad at him. Okay? Shout out to him, man. Living life. That's what we got to do out here, man. At least Anthony's not stuck on social media arguing big and that I've been seeing with some people, or on Instagram arguing with people in comment sections talking about you should date this person. He said Anthony's living his life, Shout out to the callers, man. We have some good callers, man. Always some good callers, man. Like the stream, man. For some of the best calls. You're not going to hear any better phone calls than with me, man. Because you just never know. People be at work. They be on the road. They be out international. They be chilling with their wife or girl, whatever, man. It's always interesting phone calls, man. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
What's up, Jay?
What's good, man?
Man, ain't shit, bro. Like, I know the lady you was talking about.
Uh-huh.
The psychology degree or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. When you watch her videos or whatever, does she seem like a stable person to you at all?
I would say from the ones I've had seen, I would say not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I have a female relative that she's diagnosed up
Okay.
with schizophrenia. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And she at least thinks she has to get a shot. Like I think once every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, man, it gets to the point, bro. Like, a lot of sisters, bro. I spend like 5 minutes with them, and I'm like, I can't deal with her. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, I already know. Like, I just can't, bro. I see issues coming up, issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this little summer job I'm working, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a young guy up there, I think dude on like 19.
Mm-hmm.
He was telling me about this girl he hollered about trying to holler at or whatever. He was like, yeah, she cool, but she like a feminist,
Oh.
I was like, bruh. He was like, it's cool long as she don't never come at me with that shit.
Right.
I was like, bruh, I guarantee you it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner or fucking later. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was you, bruh, I wouldn't even waste my damn time.
Mm-hmm.
But like, my message to guys, bruh, as soon as you see a red flag, get the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's too dangerous to be messing with these unstable, fucking egomaniac ass women.
Mm-hmm.
Like my cousin, he in law school now, right? He about 25. Like he had an issue with his baby mama in Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she was fucking around on with another nigga or whatever.
Mm.
And he fucking he found out about it. She called the police, said he fucking hit her or whatever.
Mm. Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Now this nigga can't even see his kids. He back in Louisiana now, going to law school and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he's still trying to fight to see his fucking kids. So, brother, if you see some red flags, bro, don't get in too deep with it. I don't care how good they say crazy women got the best sex and shit like that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, but just leave that shit alone, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say, Jack.
Okay, cool. I appreciate the call, bro. Thanks for calling in.
Appreciate you, Jack.
All right, man. Yeah, I've heard the crazy women got good sex, But shout out to everybody that's here, man. Make sure y'all like the stream as you come in. Just taking phone calls. Any women want to call in. We've had guys call in. Any ladies want to call in, speak on this topic. Any misconceptions? Do you think I got something wrong? Do you want to speak up for women? Do you think I'm interpreting them, You're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? What's your name?
It's Tasha. It's Tasha.
Tasha? Latasha?
Yes.
What's good, Latasha?
Unstable creature, yes. Yes, it's me.
Okay. Unstable creature, okay.
No. Well, the reason why I say that because, yes, I know my ass is so crazy. I can admit that.
Okay.
But that's only on, like, that's personal level, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is in Jada Pinkett situations, because I got to give it up to my light-skinned relatives,
Mm-hmm.
there's something mentally wrong with my aunt.
Okay.
Like, I think it's a colorism type of issue. I don't know. So, in a way, I do understand what you're saying on that one, and there's no fault by that. But it's hard to tell my uncle something is wrong with your wife.
Yeah. But some people don't want to hear it, you know? Yeah, some people don't want to hear something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to
You there?
Shout out to China White with that. I appreciate that. But yeah, I got family members who could be considered a bipolar, a little skits. Like my older sister, like me and her, like she's exactly like my father, but as a female. Like she's very like an alpha female. Like she's constantly always getting angry very easily. You know what I'm saying? And I can recognize that she may have some issues. You know, I've dealt with her my whole life. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it helped me to understand.
You love her enough to tell her.
Yeah,
you really do.
I think I've told her she's crazy before. Yeah, I told her.
In my situation, I love them enough to tell them the butt naked truth that they hella far wrong. But in everybody else's defense, I'm the bitch of that, and I'm the crazy one. I'm unstable and all that shit. But in the end, it's like, I feel what you're saying on this one because, yes, Jada Pinkett has come off to be that type of way. And like, it's judging her character. It's a really big judge factor on everybody that see her in the limelight. It's the same way with women. But us as women, we are judged so harshly than men. Reason why you guys don't care because you guys have the light segment of judging. But us, man, we like every name in the pirate book. Besides the name of the hotel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, shout out to China White for the third time. Reset it. But that's the thing. Like, as a woman, I think you would be more effective in being able to talk to them than men would. You know.
That's true. And like, look, in my case, and you seen it on your chat, I've been judged so damn harshly. But in the end, you know, I come back at them like, okay, so your point? And it's like, I can brush that shit off because the only person that can truly piss me off in this world is the one that created me, which is my mother. And her criticism is more valuable than anybody else that's not me, around me, or not a part of me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when in her case, in Jada's case, because this is why she's not getting out there as much as she is, she has to learn how to control that and just sweep it under the rug and go on and do about your business and don't worry about it. Treat your husband as he should be treated as a king, and you in the end will succeed. But doing all that, luckily, it's not gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah, and that's why communication is very important especially between family members.
Right, and I had that with my guy. It's like, even though there's some things about him that he can't do, I can do for him, or I can teach him how to do it. But in the end, I'm still going to give him that credit that, hey, you got me. I love you. That's pretty much how a relationship is. It's like, we best friends, we lovers, we're about to get married, long time coming. But in the end, it's not about my standards. It's what he can possibly do and what he can do. All that shit. And I can't get mad at it. I can't go bipolar on his ass. I mean, we got communication. We got to talk about it. Something bothers me, I got to talk about it. I got to talk to him.
That's very true, and it helps.
So that's why I'm like, this whole shenanigans with these people, you know, and as you said earlier, like, dudes be coming at people on the chat like keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
They don't like when they meet the person in life. Yeah,
Yeah.
I met a few of them people in them chats.
Oh, yeah?
Believe me. Yes, being called a fat pig.
Yeah.
Believe me, he saw me in person. Ain't nothing fat about me.
He wasn't trying to like flew you out or nothing. No, he wasn't trying to like see you like go and meet you. Was it was just a random shit?
It was a random shit, and my dude was standing
That's the
right
best.
there.
That's the best way to catch somebody off guard. That shit be random. They see you like they seen God. You know.
That's why I'm like, dude, it's comparable. I didn't take that too personally, but when my dude saw what he posted, he took that personally.
Yeah.
So it's like yin and yang on this one. My relationship is yin and yang. I'm the evil one. He's the nice one. If he wants to sit down and talk about it, he'll sit down and talk about it. But if he can't get no point, he'll call me. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Tasha, I appreciate you calling in. All right, talking to me.
I got to go. I got to speed.
Okay, cool. Well, this your first time calling in, huh?
Nah, Ninja, this ain't my first time calling.
Okay, yeah, you might have called in before, but it might have been a minute ago. You know, you got to call at least a couple times, and then you'll be like a regular to call in. You know that.
It's rare.
Yeah, it's rare.
Let me shine.
Okay. All right, appreciate it. Bye. Shout out to Tasha. Shout out to Verla H with the super chat. I appreciate it. Shout out to China White. It's been a minute. I appreciate when China come through and support my sis. China White. Back home with Jada Black. Okay. But make sure y'all continue to like the stream. Rose Scholar says, wife and I have Street Fighter tournament to practice for. All right. Well, thanks for coming through, Rose Scholar. Appreciate the phone call earlier. Yeah, China White back home where she should be, you know. Y'all know it's crazy that you got women, you got women that will show me a lot of support, but you got these guys who be in the comment section chat room talking the biggest shit, acting like, you know, this is for men only, but ain't donated a dime. That's why when y'all come to me with this complaining shit about women being on here, I don't, you know, it goes on deaf ears because you motherfuckers are fake supporters. The women showing more support than you. That's a fucking shame. Okay? That's a fucking shame. So don't tell me about who should be on my goddamn channel. Okay? You know, because this is exactly why my platform, especially this channel, is open up to supporters. Okay? Because once again, you got mentally ill males who can't get a woman, that get on social media and they talk about, oh, this is a male space. Ain't donated shit. They don't share not one video. They comment, don't even like the video. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. If people want to ask me, you know, Jane, why do you got female moderators and females in your chat rooms and comment sections, Jane? Well, you see now, you know, because they will support when they don't have to. Shout out to Tenor Breeze Nova, appreciate it, because they're willing to support people that they like, unlike some of you fake ass fraudulent motherfuckers. And I know, again, y'all not gonna like this, but that's why I say it, because I want you to be uncomfortable. The more uncomfortable I make you, the better you're gonna be as a man, as a person. Shout out to Antoine Wood contributing to JDB. Was it Titty Fun? Titty. Is it Titty or Teeth? Antoine Wood, but I appreciate it. Shout out to China White again. Always got love for you, Jay. I appreciate that, man. That's the fourth time she donated. Brother, get on my nerve with this fake fraudulent support. You live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Yeah, I just had to call back right quick after you said the thing about your older sister.
Uh-huh.
Because that's the relative I was talking about earlier.
Oh, okay.
It's the exact same thing. She's just like my father.
Yeah.
And, man, the stories I can tell you, bruh, She done fucking grabbed the steering wheel while I was driving.
Wow.
And pulled apart on oncoming traffic and shit. Ruined vacations. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Me and my boy, we used to go to South Beach for Memorial Day like every summer. We took her one time. She fucked up the whole damn trip. You know what I'm saying? Then another fucking time, I wasn't there, but she was with my cousin. They went to St. Louis for a wedding or whatever. My cousin told me, like, you know, your sister pulled a knife on my boy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit, bro. But I just had to come back because that's exactly the situation I'm living with, bro. I just wanted to call in and just tell you about that, bro.
Yeah. That's. I think there are a lot of dudes that go through that, and then that's why I mentioned it. You know, with the other call.
Yeah. Exact same road. You know, exact same situation. Yeah, I think you got other calls. I already called in before, bro.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks for calling back in, chiming in, bro.
Thanks.
All right. Shout out to him. Yeah, man. I think there's a lot of guys that, not a lot, but there's guys who have, you know, siblings, especially sisters, who take the traits of their fathers, and they're basically female versions of what their father is through and through. Shout out to Antoine again, the cleanup man, LOL. Appreciate it, bro. Shout out to the support. I love the support, man. I love the support. This is why I do it for, because I want people to support what I'm doing. You know, I put money into this, and when people support it, it makes you want to put even more money into what I'm doing. You know, whatever it takes to bring the content that I want to bring, and the people that I want around me. You know, I don't want fake, fraudulent people around me. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I know it hurts. I'm gonna put it on a T-shirt soon. I'm gonna put fake. Well, I gotta come up with the catchphrase, but it's gonna feature fake, fraudulent, you know, people. So it's gonna have some variation of that. I just don't know yet, you know. But make sure y'all have liked the stream, man. I love the support. Y'all know it pisses off certain people. I love to anger people, make them, you know, be angry and mad, cursing to themselves, you know. It's all mental, but at the end of the game is just the internet, you know. Everything is mental. I want y'all to understand, everything is mental. Everything is mental. No matter what you type, no matter what you say, everything is mental. It's a mental game, 24/7. You have to be mentally sharp, you know. Understand, me and my older sister used to fight. She stabbed me tonight. Wow. Yeah, me and my older sister, we got into it too. Because again, she's the male version of my father, man. Was that the only time, Vern? But yeah, we do got crazy family members, and one of the craziest is definitely my older sister. She's calmed down over the years, you know, very religious now. But yeah, she was wild. Mo Gravy 90, what's good? Just follow me on IG. What's good? It is gonna make some people mad, China White. It is, and I love it. You know, because again, this is just the internet. You know, hey Mo Gravy, you want to call in? Speak on the topic. You have to type this number again. May take 1 or 2 more phone calls. Definitely like when new people call in, gives me a sense of where the platform is. You know, give me a sense of where the platform is. Now, what's beta is you looking for my attention. That's what's beta. Now, that's beta, you know. Oh, they created a new account. Oh, yeah, he just made it. I got a few. I got some more minutes. I'm gonna talk. More Gravy, you want to call in? Shane Paul. Okay, I'll see you. Yeah, Vern. Hopefully everything good, man. They never call for more great. Well, all it takes is a dial of a button. You can talk to me live. But I see what you're saying. This is, but yeah, dudes got to make up new accounts. They come in the chat room hurt. Oh, you got the wrong guy if you think that I'm bothered by that. I love that. I like when my words make people hurt, because I put people in their feelings. I have you typing me paragraphs through email and DMs. I love it. It's that mental instability. It's kind of like with Jada Pinkett-Smith with her ego. People out here who got egos and they can't let go of just that hurt that they feel. I think that's how it is, man. If you have an out of control ego, you have to learn that if you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you're going to have to tone that down. That person is not going to stay with you, especially a woman, who wants that life. If you want the life of, a kept woman, you're going to have to do the things necessary to keep that man interested. It must be unique. I think the hot weather do got dudes bothered. Or the fact that they'll never be anywhere near where you're at. I think that pisses people off. That's why I tell people, man, like, it's funny how I see people interact with each other and react. You know what I'm saying? Especially males. Like, it's enough that you got women that are a bit unstable. But you got men out here who are equally unstable, but they try to portray themselves as being stable. No, you're not stable. Something's wrong with you. You need help. You need counseling. I'll counsel you. I mean, I don't have a doctorate, but I can counsel you. I can give you some real advice that works. Live my truth. Not people out here, acting religious and acting like they're all this and that, but they're really frauds. Okay? But some of these guys need real advice, and I'm here to deliver it. My truth hurts, but it works. I'm changing all type of lives. Yeah, Jada definitely, and she has. Jada was always attractive, always an overachiever. She was, like I said, she made a name for herself in the 90s. She was doing a lot of moves in the 90s, right up until she met Will. And so because of you add all that together, that does mean that she has an ego, that will give a person an ego, But when Will Smith's career the way it was, she did have to take a back seat. And I think that she's harbored a little bit of resentment. This is why she said she was mean to Will. She was mean to this guy. He had to put up with her being mean to him. But because he wanted that family to stay together, he was willing to put up with it. And he just worked a lot, to I guess, compensate for what was going on at home. He worked a lot to sort of to basically not have to deal with what's going on at home. Like when you see a lot of men work a lot of long hours, whatever job they're doing, work overtime, and they're married, they don't want to go home to their wife. It ain't because they hate their wife. It's just because they know their wife is confrontational, and they don't and they don't want to have to deal with that. So women got to understand, when your husband wants to be home less, it doesn't automatically mean he's cheating on you. It's because you are making it difficult for him, and he would rather be at work than be at home with you. He would rather be at work with co-workers he probably can't stand than be home, working long hours, doing overtime, working on the weekends, than be at home with you. Plus, Will has another kid. He has a firstborn with someone else that could have bothered her as well. Yeah, that is true, Will, because Ill Will's, because he did have his first wife, and they had a child together. And maybe he's always kept a good relationship with his ex. And that could bother her because they have a son together, Now, maybe over the last, 10 years, maybe that hasn't really bothered her much because her kids that she's had with him has gotten older and they're in the spotlight in entertainment. Yes, she is, McGravy. I think that has always really bothered her. That she had potential to be a very big actress. But when she got with him, they got married, she started having his kids. And, she took a hell of a backseat. To the point to where, because of her taking that backseat, she couldn't be the star that she thought she could potentially be. And I think that resentment has built over the years. JDB white man's voice. But see, that's the decision that you make. Like if you have a man who's making a ton of money, his career is taking off, and you have to make that sacrifice to marry that guy, would you do it? She chose to do it. Oh, ties. I don't know how I fucked that up, Antoine. My fault. I've seen that word dozens of times. I don't know why I missaid it. Not tis, it was ties. I think if you would have added church, maybe I don't know, man. Maybe my mind is elsewhere. I don't know. No, maybe my mind is elsewhere. You're live with Jada Black. What's going on? Hey, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on? This S. Reed?
Yeah, this S. Reed.
What's going on?
Yeah, so I wanted to call in on this topic because I heard you speak about there was a woman who had a psych degree, but she seemed like she wasn't all there.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you that I have the same degree, and I worked in counseling for years. Mm-hmm. And I'm not all there. I got PTSD severely, so it's very, it's very true that a lot of people who even work, even doctors and stuff, things like that, they also suffer from mental illness themselves. Like I worked at a substance abuse clinic for like a year, and almost all of the workers there was on some type of medication. So even if somebody holds a degree or even if they work in that area, it doesn't mean that they got all of their shit together. Right. You know what I mean? And I wanted to touch on, the part of unstable men or mentally different men. Like I believe that if a man deals with a certain type of woman too long, he can get crazy because I've had conversations with men where they jump to conclusions, they're very argumentative, and they assume that a woman is trying to fight with them, even if they're not. And it's because they're used to women like, I think Jada or whoever that have these big egos. And I don't think it's anything wrong with having a big ego, but not when it comes to the opposite sex. Because we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to each other because men and women are in two different categories. There's no way that as a woman should be like, oh, I'm better than you, and you a guy, and the guy is saying I'm better than you, and you a woman. We're in two separate categories. Those two things shouldn't even mix in together, in my opinion. Like, I don't see that working at all or ever. You know what I mean?
And the dynamics too, like as far as where she is now than where she was 20 years ago, or it's not really the same place, and that resentment can build, and it can build, it can build to a boiling point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you already got some. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, and then, it's also about how you was raised too. I'm not sure what people are telling their children as far as like when it comes to marriage and partnership and things like that, but I really believe that people are saying like it doesn't matter, from a young age, it's okay to be by yourself. It's okay for you to, just basically do whatever you want to. I was not raised like that. You know what I mean? So from a young child, it was important for a woman to be partnered up for survival reasons. It doesn't matter how much money you have or whatever you do, it's not good for a woman to be single. And I guess, you could say nowadays things have changed or whatever, but I don't know too many single women that want to be single or that is okay. I mean, they may say that, but I don't believe that they're telling the truth. You know what I mean? But then when you got the ego or the fighting spirit in you where you want to fight with your guy, then you're not going to be successful in a partnership. And it's not just about lovey-dovey stuff. A partnership is about business, too. You know what I mean? Give and take. And there was something that I was told when I was younger by an aunt of mine. And she, they African. She's from Senegal. And I remember being younger complaining about something. And she's like, let him feel himself. Like, let him, we let the men do this and we'll do this. And the way that it sounds, it says, translated, it says, let him feel himself. And what that basically means is let him feel like a man, like let him, feed his, his ego, like make him feel good or let him feel himself. I've never heard let a woman feel herself. You know what I mean? It doesn't even, in that type of manner. Of course, we want to feel pretty, we want to feel beautiful and all of that from our significant other, but as far as like, let me feel like I'm the man, I don't see how that can work ever. You know what I mean? And I want to touch, before I get off, because I know I can be a little chatty, I want to touch the part about, damn, I just forgot what it was.
It was about Jada, or it was about women dating, or?
It's, shit. I forgot, but maybe I'll remember in a little bit.
Yeah, I bet as soon as you get off, you probably remember.
Anyway, I'll put it in the chat, but that's all I wanted to speak about and let that, say something about that, and I feel like I don't mean to get like just real sensitive, but I feel like being like really feminist and like this thing about separation and I'm good on my own and I'm being all by myself, I don't see a good way in that. However, when you're dealing with people with these mental illnesses and they haven't addressed their issues, it can be hard to deal with them because nobody want to deal with something like that. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to deal with that. So I do think, addressing mental illness in the Black community is very, very important, but it's easy for somebody to get, like I have PTSD from getting out into the world, military stuff, and I remember my father saying, if you get out into the world and you go with these people, this and that is going to happen to you. You're going to be a victim of society, or it's going to open you up to all type of things that you really can't handle. And everything my dad said was the truth, because when I compare myself, who's open to have seen some things, and some of my siblings and relatives, which they don't know anything about, like, IG, YouTube, and just even internet stuff. Most of the, my elders are, even the women, I don't even know none of the men that know too much about internet stuff. My dad, somebody started teaching him how to do it, so he knows now, but just being open to all of this, society will make you have a big ego. You see some really pretty females on the internet or pretty men, like, oh, I want that too. But that's fantasy land, so I'm gonna let you go. I just wanted to speak my piece,
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Esri. Some good points.
All right, you have a good show.
Oh, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Right, bye. Shout out to Esri. Appreciate her coming through. All right. Three Little Birds, what's going on? I see you in the chat. Sliding through. Honey B, what's good? Joseph, I see you. Antoinette. Marcus Smith. Shout out to Three Little Birds. Late fee, do we still do these? Yes, Three Little Birds, we still... The late fees are much appreciated, Three Little Birds. Okay? I know you told me what your name was, but I don't know. I might call you 3LB or something. I don't know. I'm about to call you 3LB. You know what I'm saying? You told me what your name was, and I still call you through. I don't know. Maybe because your name is not catchy. I probably have to say it like 10 times. But salute to everybody that's here. Like the stream, people. We are here live. Denisha, I see you. What's going on? Shout out to the people supporting the super chat. You know, Antoine with the ties. to the Church of Logic and Common Sense. Or the Church of Logic and Rationale. I may call one of my channels that. I may change one of my channels to the Church of Rationale, Logic and Rationale. Because, you know, anybody today can start a church. You know, most of these pastors are some of the biggest sinners out there. So, I mean, you know, why not? There's very few pastors out there that are actually good pastors. You know. A lot of these guys are in it to make that money, take that bread back to the suburbs or wherever, you know, community they in. They say, fuck the black community. We here for the money and for the women. That's what we here for. What's good, Dev? Yeah, I'm gonna close the phone lines off. But it's a good stream. It's been a good stream tonight. Shout out to everybody that's here that came through. Shout out to the fam. That's why I call the people that support my chat. They the fam, you know. I'm gonna come up with a cool name for the chat. I had a name. I think I dropped it. I can't use my guards anymore. People already done try to take it and use it on other people's channels, you know. I'm on the train, can't call. Okay. Well, I mean, medley, if you be working out here, you busy, you got to call in whenever you free, you know. Jermaine, was good. Yeah, but, yeah, I can't use my guards anymore. People using that name on other people's channels. Like, come on, man. No, I made that shit. But anyway, I'll come up with something. I got something let me come up with, because I was going to put that on shirts, but fuck it. Yeah, Kanye's is thinking about starting one. I'm like, shit, I could start one too. Shit, why not? Why not, you know? I don't know if mine will be realistic church or just be an online church, you know? You know? Yeah, the high B ill wills, man. Then they were on your platform and they want to use your sayings on other people's shit. It's crazy, man. Thank you, brother. Shout out to see Mickey. My first time seeing you in the chat. See, when I see new people, I'm going to say what's up because I want y'all to feel like you're a part of the show, you know? If maybe it was the chat was going streaming up and down, maybe I would. It'd be like not acknowledging people, you know? Reverend JDB. I may come up with a new name, a new title, Verla. Maybe not Reverend, maybe Speaker. Speaker JDB. You know, maybe not, you know. Maybe not the Reverend part, but the Speaker part. The Speaker. You know, acknowledger. You know. Still blown away from the Yeezy Church. He's doing it right. He's doing it outside. He's making it about music. I think his church is more about music. You know. I'm him says a fun chat. I try to keep it up. Man, it's usually like that. Most of my shows, man. Like even when I do my late night creep streams, those are live. You know what I'm saying? We only will have maybe 56, maybe, oh no, 56 people. We probably have what, about 50 people, sometimes 40 people watching, and maybe about 8 to 10 people in the chat, maybe, or 5 to 8 people in the chat, and it's live then. It's live then, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I want my chats to be. I don't want people to be in my chat and feel bored or out of place. You know, that's why I take phone calls, because I want people to be entertained. And my phone calls are hella entertaining. You know? Let's see. You know, wait, I gotta do something. China White, stand right there. Don't you move. Don't you move. Since you back, I have to go ahead and give you your keys. Your China White, her keys. Let's welcome China White back to where she should be. So I got to give her keys as well. Welcome back, China White. Thank you, C. Mickey. I appreciate it. China White has her keys. Okay. Welcome China White back to the fam. Welcome her back to the fam, people. You know, that's what we do over here, man. We over here, you know, making situations happen. You know what I'm saying? And I like to reward people who've shown support over the years. You know, China White's been over here over the years. She's been here longer than some people who are here now. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. RCH, you contact me through email, bro. Email. Jada Black Live. I've been saying that I don't know how many times. Jada Black Live is how I get contacted. You know? Let's see. Thank you, LePatrick. Shout out to you. Yeah, well, you know, it was we got Ubers, but we use Lyfts. We Lyft motherfuckers bone out of here, so we definitely use a Lyft. Renee, I see you. It's out of white crazy. But yeah, welcome back to the fam. You know, I like to see the China White name there. You know, shout out to all the independent-minded peoples. You know, sometimes we have to take 2 steps forward instead of 2 steps sideways, or 1 step sideward. You know. Yeah, we've upgraded Ill Will. We've upgraded. We've upgraded to Lyfts. I think we upgraded to Lyfts like I think the middle to late last year we upgraded to the Lyfts. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get the Church of Logic and Rationale started, man. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna brainstorm. We're gonna get that popping because nobody's more logical than me. Okay? Even when I get upset, I get angry, I can still laugh that shit off because it's just the internet, people. That's all it is. Shout out to Joseph Nero, appreciate it. You know? It's the internet, you know? Tasha, good call. Good call, Tasha. Well, that's cool, S. Reed, you know, you don't have to be perfect. You know, I mess up, I screw up, you know? Deb, you don't have to have money. Like, I have people who support me that don't donate, but they share the videos. They connect with me on social media. They send me, you know, articles and things of that nature. You know, that's what it's all about. It's all about making sure that I'm in the best position to put the best content forward. That's the point of being a supporter of the platform. Some people choose to donate. Some people choose to do other things to make sure that I'm able to put the best content forward. You know what I'm saying? Right, Torrin, you are human. You know, at the end of the day, you know. But I recognize when I fuck up, make mistakes, you know, because I don't expect for you to see me as perfect, and I don't expect to see y'all as perfect, because I speak on topics about the things that people do, but at the end of the day, I'm always reminding people that people mess up. It's when you have a pattern of doing dysfunctional shit is when it's no longer a mistake. It's something that you do and you tend to not care about changing, you know? Yeah, some people take YouTube way too seriously. It's YouTube, people. Why are you taking it that seriously? Like, some people take it way too seriously. I be seeing these dudes get so upset on you. I'm like, it's YouTube, bro. Like, even if I go off on somebody, when I get off YouTube, I'm not going to give a shit. And there are people who may not have wrenches now. They may have some soon. There's a few people in my mind who I may mod up. You know? Just that I have a lot of mods already. You know, ain't nothing against nobody else. Just I got mods already. You know? That's all that is. Taryn, I see you. What's good? Yeah, you are live, Taryn. Where you been? Yeah. I just want to help people, you know. Avoid the mistakes that I may have made and be, you know, better for it. I've had people come to me and tell me I've helped them, which is, it's better than anything, any accomplishment I could have, you know. They'd be ready to jump off a bridge. That's the thing. I don't understand that. Like, if people talk about you, you talk about them, we keep it moving, you know. You know, you don't get angry and get obsessive. Like, keep it moving, man. You got to understand, a lot of these people are mentally unstable. There are certain people I'm not going to go at it with because I know you're mentally fucked up. I know something's wrong with you. I know you live at home with your mother. I know that your life is fucked up. So I'm not about to go back and forth with you, you know. I know that upstairs there's something off, you know. Yeah, I am. I'm a nice guy trying to help people, you know, any way I can, you know. Janisha says, help me, Jay. Because again, at the end of the day, I'm a nice guy, you know. I'm a nice guy at the end of the day. You know, I'm not trying to come on here and perpetuate any type of fraud or try to be what I'm not, because I see people do that every day. I see people get on here and try to be what they're not. Because if they're the type of people, you see them in person, they're not that person. I can look in somebody's eyes and tell they're not who they say they are. I've seen it growing up. I've talked to dudes. Dudes act up, but then when you look them in the eye, you know they're not that person. Jay, can you have my few dollars? Jay can have my few dollars I have. He doesn't need to sneak in my purse. Well, you're right, Three Little Birds. I don't have to sneak in your purse, and I appreciate your contributions. But no, I don't have to sneak into your purse, Three Little Birds. I don't have to do that, and I'm not trying to do that, you know. Jay is a sweetheart. Oh, I appreciate that, Marie Ann. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Marie Ann. I appreciate that, you know. Says I'm a sweetheart. I need somebody email on social media. Parker Lynn, what's going on? Two word conjunction into one, fuck them. That's my mentality through a lot of these people, man. That's why you see me fuck with certain people and people I don't fuck with, because it's all about energy. It's all about who that person is. You know what I'm saying? Right, Demetra, and that's what I aim to do. You know, love the positive way the channel is going. Thanks, Three Little Birds. And it's going to keep going in that direction no matter how much people don't like it. Don't tell Jay that shit. Don't tell me what. Yeah. It's gonna keep going in that direction because it needs to. This is a different phase of content. Like, you know, people change, people grow, people progress. You know. Nobody wants to see the person I was a couple years ago. I don't, you know, because I really didn't give a fuck. You know, I was a little more pettier then than I am now. Get the fuck out of here, Parker Lynn, with that dumb shit. I'm gonna put you on timeout, Parker Lynn. Put you on timeout. Yeah, Vern, that's what you got to do, man. I see a lot of guys. Unfortunately, man, these guys they need direction. They definitely need direction, you know. All right, Naima, good night. Thanks for coming in and modding like you did. I appreciate it. It is, but I understood that. Like, I made the choice in 2017. I said, you know what? I need to go in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? Jada Black is my spirit animal. We might be, Latasha. I like your energy. Let's see. Yeah, Tasha, you got good energy, man. That's why, what I was gonna say, yeah, 2017, I said I'm gonna change up, man. I'm gonna change and go in a different direction, you know. And that was the point of it, you know, going into a different direction. Because I felt like I had done all I need to do. But you know, Unique, you know I love you too. You know, everybody here, nothing but love. But I felt like I need to go in a different direction because I felt like everything had changed. Like, being part of the manosphere, when I first started, it was different. And now they got different groups and areas. And my interest just changed, you know. I felt like I said all I need to say. Speaking, MGTOW, Red Pill. So it was time for something different. I think there are guys who subscribe to me either before then, maybe during that time. They expect me to make a certain type of video. And when I don't do that, then they hang around, but they don't unsubscribe. But they expect for me to do so. And when I don't, they get in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but they get in their feelings. Shout out to Mrs. Parker Lynn. You blocking me, you missing out on your blessings, but I ain't mad at you. I didn't block you. Parker Lynn, you right here in the chat. You still right here, Parker Lynn. I said I'm thinking about putting you on timeout. But nah, you still here, Miss Parker Lynn, but I appreciate it. I see your other account right there. So, no, I didn't miss shit. I didn't put you on no timeout. You're right there. You know? Jay, you should do a video on how young people can feel stagnant in life, grow, and like growth isn't happening with them. That would be an interesting concept, Three Little Birds. I definitely, or do a live show on it, you know? No, you're not timed out. You right there. Parker, you right there. That's your other account, Parker. You right. I can see you. We all can see you. The fuck you talking about? No, I didn't put on timeout. I was joking when I said that. Them were jokes. We all can see you, Parker. I meant to talk about women being judged for not having a partner. Women pushing 30 especially. I believe this is true. But I don't see it another way unless something is wrong. No offense to anyone. Oh, okay. You're talking about women pushing 30 and not having a partner. Somebody mentioned that earlier in the chat. And I said that I believe women who are, who are not either a single mother or multiple children or a known thought. I don't think those. I think those women get judged. But if you are going about life, doing your own thing, your own way, I don't think you're being judged. But then again, you could be, because everybody gets judged. Let's see. Jake, come to Maryland. Me and some of the teammates went to chill and party with you. You seem like life of the party. I mean, I could. I haven't been to Maryland in years. But yeah, whenever I, come through that area, definitely slide by College Park, see what's up. But yeah, I ain't been to Maryland in years. I used to go to Maryland during the summer. Let's see. Let's see. But we are here live. Let's see. Okay, Parker. Let's see. And let's see. Someone's always being judged regardless of their growth. Single mothers are always being judged. I said, medley, I did say they were being judged. I said single mothers of multiple kids are going to be judged, especially if they're unmarried. Didn't say they wouldn't be judged. Smash like one, smashing shit. Hey John, have you ever seen a woman without clothes on? And I'm not talking about in porn. John Swid, have you ever seen a woman without clothes on in person? Because I doubt you have. I told y'all there's always an incel somewhere. He's somewhere. Where is he? Right there. He's an incel. Where he at? Right there. I can tell when you guys have never seen a woman up close and personal with no clothes on. I can tell. Have you ever heard the birds and the bees? John, have you ever heard of the birds and the bees? Probably not. The fuck about my chat room. These dudes be extra hurt. And y'all claim the women are emotional? The women are emotional? No, you're emotional. This dude's like, smash the like button like Jaye is smashing his chat mods. Fucking nerd. Fuck out my chat room. I can tell y'all ain't getting no action whatsoever. No chat. They go in the chat rooms looking for the sausage party. He looking for the sausage party. He looking for where the men's at. That's what he looking for. Fuck out my chat room. No, he said. Let me go up because y'all. Yeah, this guy said, "Smash the like button like Jada Black is smashing these chat room moderators." That's what he said, and that's why he got booted out of here in flames. I don't know, Torin. I don't know who his dream girl is. Do he got a dream girl in the chat? I don't know. Is it stay out these chat rooms, man? Y'all dudes be in these chat rooms, man. Y'all come in these chat rooms with these lame jokes. Y'all got to understand. I'm a sarcastic dude. I'm very quick with it. I'm very quick. I can know the sarcasm. I've been looking in chat rooms for years. Comment section. I know. I've seen it all. You can't get nothing past me. But shout out to everybody that's here, man. You know that's how it be. You know, I had to make sure he got his purse and got out of here. You know, no, pick your purse up and leave. He need Johnny to live his truth. Exactly, Torrin. Definitely live his truth. Oh, I know Medley. He like, look at all these attractive women. Why is these attractive women in Jay's chat room? You know, it's my energy. That's why. Get your purse and get out my chat. That's all you got to do. Grab your purse and get out my chat. Jay, subscribe to my channel. Oh, you make videos, Verla? Let me see. Oh, okay. You just put up a video. Okay. I'll subscribe to it. Shout out to Verla. Yeah, grab your merce and get out my chat. Karan said you play. I play basketball sometimes. I haven't played recently, no. I haven't played. When I lived closer, where I lived, they had like a basketball court. But where I live now, they don't have that. Even though my neighbor has a goal, but I don't fuck with them like that. But I play it whenever I can. I play basketball whenever I can. Okay, Verla, cool. I'll check it out. I see you got a video up. Was it the intro video? Oh, we got another hurt feelings. Oh, this guy's feelings hurt too. He said none of the women are attractive. Yeah, right, bruh. Yeah, right, bruh. If they not attractive, why in your feelings? Yeah, he's in his feels, man. Yo, my sport isn't basketball, it's football. I played football in high school. Football is more my sport. Basketball is a little too finesse for me, you know. But anything I do, I excel at. But football is more my sport. But I want y'all to understand, man, the moral of the stream is that we as individuals, we need to recognize. We need to recognize the mental instability that is growing in this country. When you got people upset about them changing and altering the abortion laws without understanding that you can still have an abortion, that just shows you the mental instability going around. Oh, yeah, China definitely hurt. Oh, I played defensive line, man. Defensive end, defensive tackle. I could have played outside linebacker, but I didn't want all that responsibility of being in coverage, and I just rather go on D-line. You know, I like a physical game. Basketball is it's just too finesse. What's going on, Deshane? Basketball is it's too finesse for me. attractive. Cries unattractive. Yeah. Right through the birth, they'll say that the women aren't attractive because they're upset that they're not getting attention from women. And people got to understand, there are attractive women who follow me on social media that don't even be in my chat room. Imagine who y'all don't know who follow me. Imagine who y'all don't see me follow. You know, I know that's gonna make some people hurt, but it is what it is. I had to apply for county today. I ain't even lying. Just okay, the same. Hopefully everything is cool. Everything. Let's see. You play middle linebacker, Black Phillip. That's what's up. I like attacking the quarterback. I like going after the quarterback, getting sacks, tackles for loss, being an impact player, impacting the game. You know it's going good when you count my. Okay, cool, Deshane. Hopefully everything is going good and good for you. You know, because you know I got nothing but love for each and every one of y'all. You know, when you're a part of the fam here, you know you definitely got a friend in me. Okay. Now I want y'all to have. You have the basketball team follow you. Cool, Shane. I appreciate that, man. Tell them to follow me on social media too, man. Tell them to get accounts and be in the chat, man. Be active. Let's see. Salute to everybody that's here. Y'all know what's crazy is that you have people, right, that will say that I've changed and they don't like how much I've changed. I've always been who I am. It's just that my interests have been altered due to being able to see the world and everything for what it is. It's like, you know, you're gonna make changes in life that are gonna benefit you. You don't want to be stuck in a mindset that's not beneficial to you. You know? So you definitely have to keep those things in mind, you know. But shout out to everybody that's here, man. What's your favorite culture? My favorite team is the South Carolina Gamecocks, collegiately. But professionally, it's the Carolina Panthers. Basketball, Charlotte Hornets. Baseball, New York Yankees. But shout out to everybody. Y'all did a very good job. Y'all did a very good job. I know I appreciate that. Even the people that were angry, you know, in the chat room, appreciate y'all too. But I will see y'all next stream. I bid you adieu. All right, and y'all have a good night. All right, and I'll see y'all on the next show. All right.